para ayusin, 'di ba? Pero hindi eh. So, para mas marami tayong ma-reach. Okay, na ano na gaya ng dati kasi hindi na umaayos tong TikTok eh. Pagka-start ko pa lang na RR na nag-RR na ulit ako. So, sa ano tayo sa FB live tayo. Gaganito ko pa rin para hindi mag-lag. Okay, yan. Alright, so it's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, guys. And thank you for sharing the live. Ayan, so if you want to do Macboards, yan, daily Macboards, nakapin na yung ating QR code. Doon, pasok lang po kayo sa Team Kihano. And then, pag member kayo ng Team Kihano, yun nga, sabi ko, you have daily Macboards. And then, of course, open yung ating live sessions. And then, may mga videos tayo that you can access on YT. Actually, lahat na-access nyo sa YT. Except yung mga full videos for social science. Okay? Alright, so yeah, so welcome to Gura Gabi. Ito may mga high yield na gen ed questions. Okay, yan. So dapat Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays yung ating free live. Kaya lang, hindi nga okay yung aking internet kahapon, so minove ko tonight. Alright, but of course, minove natin, okay? We don't want to, we don't want to miss. Okay. Alright, so English po tayo ha, Janet English. Okay, yan. Alright, so can you type ready? Yan, kahit konti tayo. Yan. Can you type ready, guys? Ready, ready, ready? Alright, ayan, si Blue. Ayan, Blue. Alright, okay. So let's start. Ito, what figure of speech, number 1 na tayo ha, what figure of speech gives human qualities to non-human things? Okay, so again, what figure of speech gives human qualities to non-human things? Okay, for example, ano din to eh, sa Filipino lumalabas din to eh. Halimbawa, pumalakpak sumayaw ang mga puno, yung mga ganon. Alright, very good. Yeah, so the answer there is personification. Yan. Sa Tagalog naman, personifikasyon. Okay? Alright, number 2, what concept explains the lesson or message of a literary work? Okay, so again, what concept explains the lesson or message of a literary work? Okay, so for example, sabihin natin, yung Romeo and Juliet, ano ba yung ano niya? Ano ba yung blank niya? Tapos sabi, about sa hatred ng dalawang pamilya. Mga ganon, okay? It starts with letter T. Starts with letter T. Winson ba si Sir Winson ba to? Parang nag-iba ka ata ng ano. Alright, okay. Good job. Yes. So the answer there is theme. Okay, ang galing. Alright, good job, good job. Alright. So ito siya. Okay, so what are the literary elements? Okay, so mabilisan lang. Okay, so language. Of course, okay, this is the words or yung way ng komunikasyon. Okay, for example, English and Spanish, pwedeng to isa, di ba? Ganyan. Okay, plot. Alam naman natin yung, ano ba yung plot niya? Okay, yung sequence of, of events. Okay, yan. Explain, huwag ka munang yan. Okay, setting, alam na natin. Time and place. Okay, so for example, asan yung setting ng ng storya? O sa school, parang ganon. Kaya ito na yung theme, the lesson or message of the story. Okay, for example, sabi niya, love conquers hate. Ay, char. Okay, point of view. Okay, alam na natin point of view kung sa, alam mo yung tag doon? Perspective, yes. Okay, so anong perspective? For example, sabi niya, example nilagay ko doon is, I walk home. Okay, so what is the what's the point of view? First person, okay? Narrator, alam na natin kung sino yung nagsasabi ng story, okay? Nagda-narrate. Conflict, it is the main problem, okay? And characters, of course, kung sino yung uh, mga tao doon or kung sino man yung mga, how do you call that? Beings doon, okay? Kasi pwedeng animals din, alright? Okay. Number 3, what reading skill involves drawing conclusions from clues in the text? Okay, so again, what reading skill involves drawing conclusions from clues in the text, okay? Kahit na hindi about reading skill, okay? When you draw conclusions, okay, from clues, nasa Prof Ed din yan. Ano yung tawag doon, okay? It starts with letter I. Mhm. Gasgas na gasgas po sa Prof Ed yon. Yan. Okay, so for example, sabi niya, umuwi si Teacher Hannah, parang ganun. Siguro kasi may gagawin sa bahay, yon. So, nag-draw ka ng conclusions. Okay. Alright, thank you for liking the live. Yan, paki-tap-tap na lang din para baka sakali pa na maano natin maging okay yung ating viewers. Yan. Pero talaga, mag-antay lang kayo ng ng update. Baka talagang sa FB live na ako. All right. And yes, the answer is inferencing or inferring, it's okay. Okay? Inferencing or inferring. All right. Number 4, which concept refers to the emotional atmosphere of a story? Okay. Mood ba yan or tone? Okay, so again, which concept refers to the emotional atmosphere of a story? Okay, mood ba yan or tone? Yan. So parang kung emotional atmosphere of a story, ibig sabihin kung ano yung pag binabasa mo yon, ano yung nafe-feel mo? Parang gayon. As a reader, ano yung nafe-feel mo doon, 'di ba? Scary ba 'yon? Happy ba 'yon? Na you feel happy ba? Ah, Nadadala ka ba sa sadness ng story? Yan. So, ano yung sagot? Mood or tone? Okay. Pakitap-tap naman yung ating live, guys, para baka sakali. Yan. So, hindi naman tayo na RR ngayon. Hindi tayo na RR. Okay, very good. Yes, so the answer there is yes, mood. Okay, yan, mood. So, wag kalimutan, pag sabi niyang emotional atmosphere of a story, yun yung nafe-feel mo as a reader. Okay? Yan. Number 5, blank is the author's or narrator's attitude toward the subject. Okay, yan. So again, number 5, blank is the author's or narrator's attitude toward the subject. Okay, or pwede rin kung ano yung, kanina di ba, ang tinanong natin is kung ano yung nafe-feel mo as a reader. Ito naman is kung ano yung feeling, okay, nung nagsulat doon. Okay, yan. Doon sa ang galing! Gets na gets! Yes! Okay, very good. So, the answer there is tone. Okay, so ulitin natin. Pag emotional, nung story, ibig sabihin kung ano yung nararamdaman ng reader. Okay? So, that is mood. Pero kung ano naman yung feeling ng author, okay? For example, manipulating words. Di ba? Halimbawa, pag galit na galit siya, gumagamit siya ng mga strong words. Okay, so that is called tone. Okay, very good. Number 6, which concept involves comparing two unlike things using like or as? Okay, so again, number 6, which concept involves comparing two unlike things using like or as? Okay, so ma-share ko lang, ilang beses kong shinare, pero baka may mga bago kasi dito. So, nung nag-exam kami, 4 kasi kami sa hotel. Tapos, dalawa sa kanila, may nakita daw sila na as doon sa sentence. Tapos kaming dalawa naman, wala namang kaming nakita. Kaya magkaiba yung sagot namin. Pero the same question yung pinag-uusapan namin. So, na-realize ko na, hala, pwede palang mangyari yung ganun. Yung alain mo, may nakita sila na word na wala naman kaming nakita. Okay lang sana kung isa lang, 'di ba? Isang tao lang. Uy, may nakita ako na hindi dalawa kami. So, until now pala isipan kung sino yung tama. All right? And the answer there is simile. Kaya that's why sabi ko, bilugan nyo na. Okay, bilugan nyo na yung mga feeling nyo, mga clues doon, okay? Para kasi ganito kasi 'yon. Pwede kasi makakalimutan mo yung question. Habang nagbabasa ka, binabasa mo yung option, biglang makalimutan mo yung tanong kasi nag-iisip ka. Yun. So, ang tendency nun, binabalikan mo yung tanong. Paano kung hindi mo nabasa ulit, di ba? Hindi, nagmamadali ka na. Okay? Yan. So, bilog-bilog lang pag may time. Number 7, what concept means the use of, oh, tama yun ha, simile. Number 7, what concept means the use of humor to criticize society or people? Okay, so number 7, what concept means the use of humor to criticize society or people? Parang yung ganito, hanggang ganito na lang yung ginagawa natin ngayon eh. 'Di ba? Na ayaw mo na lang kasing magseryoso kasi nakakainis, 'di ba? So, ang ginagawa na lang natin nito ay mag-blank. Okay. Just to make light of the situation, 'di ba? Alright. Ba't si ano last? Go, go, go yung iba. Kahit mali-mali, okay lang. Alright, mas maaalala nyo yung ano, yung pag nagta-type kayo, uy, maalala ko to, iba yung sinulat ko, promise. Okay? Uy, maalala ko, ito yung sinulat ko, tapos mali. Yan, okay yan. Alright, yes, and the answer there is satire. Yes, okay, use humor. Okay, number 8, which concept describes a word that imitates a sound? Okay? Hello po, tuwing anong oras po kayo nagle-live? Nagle-live ako Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Kaya lang, kahapon kasi nagka-problema yung internet. Kaya, minove ko tonight. Okay, at para hindi pa rin natin ma-miss. But then, kasi nahihirapan talaga akong kumuha ng ng lagi ako na-RR dito. Okay, so baka mag-FB na ako. So, ipapost ko naman pag mag-FB na tayo. Okay? Alright, so again, number 8, which concept describes a word that imitates a sound? Okay, for example, the campfire crackled and popped while an owl hooted softly in the distance, and the wind whispered through the pines. Okay. Wrong spelling wrong. Char. Ang galing ah! Alright, kuhang-kuhang spelling. Yeah, so it is onomatopoeia. Okay, yan. So sabi niya, di ba, nagka-crack nga naman yung, di ba, pag sa wood, di ba, parang kakakak, gumagano'n. So ginagamit natin yon. Pwedeng, the bees are buzzing. Okay, kasi yung buzz mismo is sound ng bees. Okay, very good. Okay, number 9, which concept explains the use of clues to determine the word meaning? Okay, so again, which concept explains the use of clues to determine word meaning? Okay, yan. So for example, kahit hindi mo alam yung word na yon, okay, pero nung binasa mo, parang may ganitong word, parang kahit paano masasurmise mo din. Okay? Kung ano yung pinakamalapit ng meaning ng word na hindi mo alam. Okay. Mhm. Aha, aha. Okay, very good. Ang galing nga. Okay, context clues. Grabe. Good job. All right. Number 10, what concept refers to the dictionary meaning of a word? Okay, so ito talaga, gas-gas na din talaga tong lumalabas. Okay, so again, what concept refers to the dictionary meaning of a word? Okay, yan. So halimbawa, pag sinabi mong ahas, ahas talaga. Okay, yun yung meaning nun. Mhm. Okay. Go, 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 guys. Sumagot kayo. Yan, nakakatulong talaga pag sumasagot kayo. All right, okay, very good. Yes, so the answer there is denotation, okay? Denotation. D is for D, okay? D, dictionary or direct, okay? And denotation. Okay, so that is opposed to, okay, so may sumagot ng connotation. So that is opposed to connotation, okay? So denotation, yun na nga literal or dictionary meaning of a word. So for example, sabi niya snake, o edi pag sinabi mong snake, edi yung reptile, 'di ba, na nangangagat. Pero pag sa connotation naman, the feeling or idea connected to the word. Okay? So pag sinabi mong, ay, nakakita ko ng snake. Okay? So you're talking about pwedeng traidor, 'di ba? Sneaky nga siya or untrustworthy person. Okay? Yan. So wag niyo ang kalimutan. Direct dictionary denotation. Okay? Yan. Number 11, which Victorian poet is best known for the sonnet sequence, sonnets from the Portuguese and the immortal line, How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Okay. So ito si si Pumapag-ibig. Okay? So ano daw niya to sa jowa niya, okay? Dinedicate niya. Okay? Yan. So, how do I love thee? Okay, grabe talaga si Okay, yes, si EBB. Okay, correct, si EBB. Alright, so wag niyong kalimutan ha. Ito, gasgas na po to. How do I love thee? Okay, EBB po siya. Okay, si Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Okay, so ito daw yung mga ano niya doon sa kanyang jowa. Okay, ganun daw siya ka-in love. Alright, sana ko. Okay. Number 12, which concept refer to words opposite in meaning? Okay. So this is very easy, pang high school talaga. Which concept refers to words opposite in meaning? Okay, for example, minority, okay? Tapos yung opposite niya, majority. O, parang ganon. O, di ba? Naisingit pa natin talaga yung no? Politika. Anetch. Alright, very good. Yes, so the answer there is, good job. The answer there is antonyms. Okay, so guys, mas okay pag i-follow nyo yung sa blue app natin, yung Gorography, para, kasi hindi na masyadong lumalabas yung mga pinopost ko dito, nakikita ko eh. Unlike noon na talagang maraming viewers. Ngayon, na SHADOWBAN ata yung ating account. Okay? So, para ililipat ko kasi yung ating live. Okay? Para naman mas marami tayong ma-reach. Number 13, blank. Okay? The author of War and Peace and Anna Karenina is widely recognized for his contributions to literature. Okay? Dapat yan. So, sino to? Okay? Hindi, dapat ito, wala to. Okay? So, sino ito? Author of War and Peace and Anna Karenina. Okay? Russian siya. Okay? So, ito, gasgas na rin po talaga sa Gen Ed English to. Okay? So, dapat, wala yung which of the following statement is true regarding his influence. So, wala to. Okay? So, ang hinahanap natin ay author ng War and Peace, tapos Anna Karenina. Okay? Ang pangalan niya starts with L. Yan, na parang mabangis na animal. Okay, all right. Okay, good job, good job, good job. Yes, so the answer there is Leo Tolstoy. Okay, ayan. So pag gusto niyo mag-Macboard daily, mag-message na, nakapin na yung QR code natin, okay, sa ating blue app, okay? Doon nyo Nasa Senate po ba? Ay, Diyos ko, Lord, okay? Grabe, napaka-hot ang mga tao ngayon. May pinost lang ako na hindi connected sa politics. Talagang may mag-comment doon. Parang hindi pa ako nakapag-reply. Nakapag-post na siya ng 6 doon sa talagang nag-grant talaga siya. Ganun siya kabilis. And then bigla niya, tapos nung nagre-reply na ako, then hindi ko na siya matag kasi nga blinak niya na ako. Ganun, sabi, nagulat talaga ako. Sabi ko, yung mga tao ngayon. Init na init, okay? Sa mga usapang ganyan. Alright, number 14, who is the father of rhetoric? Okay, yan. And rhetoric, of course, is the art of persuasion, okay? Which is nanggaling sa Greek. Greece. Ibig sabihin, the father of rhetoric is Greek. Okay, yan. So, who is the father of rhetoric? Yan. Trolls yun na may sama ng loob. Okay. Sino starts with the letter A? Sikat na sikat siya. Yan. The art of persuasion ang rhetoric. Okay? Sikat na sikat siya. Okay, very good. Yeah, so the answer there is Aristotle. Okay, good job kayo dyan. Okay, next one. Ito naman. So, ito ay about rhetoric as well. Okay, yan. So, lumalabas din to. Which concept refers to persuasive appeals based on credibility? Yan. So, ethos, logos, or pathos ba yan? Again, which concept refers to persuasive appeals based on credibility? Ethos, logos, or pathos ba yan? So, kailangan nyo din malaman tong tatlong to. Ethos siguro to, okay? Ethos or ethos, logos or pathos. Okay, so credibility yan. Based on credibility. Okay, all right. So let's reveal the answer. Okay, so ang sagot ay ethos or ethos. Okay, so tingnan natin. So ito na nga. Okay, so ano ba yung alam na natin yung what is rhetoric? Sabi na natin, the art of persuasion, okay, through speaking. So rhetorical appeals, ito naman yung ginagamit mo, okay, mga strategies, okay, para ma-convince yung audience, okay? So at least yung logos madali lang, okay? So appeal to logic, okay? So ginagamit mo yung logic, okay, para ma-convince mo yung isang tao, okay? So ano yung via what? Via facts and evidences. Okay, so dito nga nakalagay, example, studies show that exercise improves health. Okay, so ginamit mo talaga yung facts and evidence niyan. Alright, pathos is emotion. Okay, so ginagamit mo yung appeal to, ginagamit mo yung emotion. Okay, kinukuha mo yung emotions nila. Okay, so appeal to emotions. Alright, so example, sabihin mo, children are suffering from hunger every day. Yung mga ganon, di ba? Yan. So, magaling sina ano dito eh. Ayan. Ayoko na lang mag-talk. Okay? Alright. And the next one is ethos or ethos. Okay? So, you appeal to trust. Okay. So, for example, sabi niya, as a doctor with 20 years of experience, di ba yung ganon? Diba? So, pwedeng papasok siguro to sa appeal to authority, di ba? So, gagamitin mo yung ano, as a doctor, and as a lawyer, ay mga ganon. Okay, so that is ethos. So, pwede nyo ang ano dito is logos, logic. Okay, yan. So, pathos, yan. Patulang kita dyan eh. Okay, so emotion naman. And then ethos is trust or values. Alright? Okay, number 16. Ay, sabi ni Miss Lessex. Number 16, which concept refers to a short story teaching a moral lesson? Okay, for example, the tortoise and the hare. Okay, so again, number 16, which concept refers to a short story teaching a moral lesson? For example, the tortoise and the hare. Okay. Mhm. All right. Okay, very good. So this is very easy. Okay, so it is fable. Okay, fable. Okay, so let's see. Let's see ha. Ito kasi yung tatlong laging lumalabas. Okay? So pag fable, alam na natin short story. Okay, yan. Na syempre merong moral lesson, didactic. Okay? Ito naman yung didactic naman, ang pinakaano niya is to teach or instruct. Okay? Lumalabas po 'yun ha. Yan. And then allegory, okay? Ito naman yung story din. Okay? So kumbaga ang fable at saka allegory, they belong to didactic. Kasi yung didactic parang ito na yung literary work, okay? Ito na yung broader, okay? So lahat ng literary work that is meant to teach or instruct, that is didactic, okay? And allegory, okay, so a story where characters and events symbolize deeper meanings. Okay, so for example nga, di ba yung parang ang laging lumalabas dito is yung mga novels ni Jose Rizal, di ba? Na parang El Filibusterismo, pero may deeper meaning pala. Okay, yung mga characters, yung mga events, they symbolize deeper meanings. Okay? Yan. All right, number 17, what concept refers to searching for specific information in a text? Okay, so again, number 17, what concept refers to searching for specific information in a text? Okay, yan. So, laging lumalabas yan, okay? Kahit sa Filipino, 'di ba? Lumalabas din 'yan. Ibig sabihin high yield yung ganyang question. Okay. So, of course, the answer is, di ba yung parang halimbawa, gusto mong tignan yung, dun sa text, gusto mo lang tignan yung phone number doon. So, mabilis ka lang, yan. Gusto mo lang kunin yung phone number doon. Yan. And the answer there is scanning. Okay. Very good kayo dyan. That is scanning. Okay. So, ito yung mga different reading skills. Okay. So, lagi lumalabas dyan ay scanning and skimming. Okay. So, sabi ko nga, scanning, mabilisan lang kasi may gusto kang kunin, okay? Specific piece of information. Okay? Yung skimming naman, binabasa mo lang quickly para makita mo lang yung main idea. Okay, yan. So, ano ba yung example niya? Reading the first sentence of each paragraph in the news article to understand the gist. Okay, or binabasa mo na lang yung ano, binabasa mo na lang yung comments. Alright, so close reading. Okay, so ito naman is, kailangan mong, gusto mong malaman lahat ng detalye. Okay, yan. So, tinitignan mo, ninanamnam mo yung mga word choice, di ba? Kung paano yung structure, yung mga ganon. Okay, so for example, sabi niya, analyzing a poem line by line. Okay, grabe yan. Yan ang close reading. Okay, inferencing, tapos na natin yan, di ba? Ito yung magdraw-draw ka ng conclusion. And then, of course, predicting. Napaka-easy. Yan na siguro yung easiest. Okay? So, predict. Okay? So, ginagamit mo yung mga clues doon para matry mo na mag-guess kung ano yung susunod na mangyayari. Okay? Parang ganon. Alright? Number 18, which concept refers to the repetition of vowel sounds as you can see in the statement. Okay, so she needs to feed the sheep. Okay, yan. So EE needs to feed the sheep. All right. Ayan. Starts with the letter A. Oh, grabe. Napaka-perfect naman. Alright, na-perfect ata ni ano. Alright, and of course, the answer there is assonance. Alright, okay, very good. Okay, so tingnan natin yung mga may repeat-repeat. Okay, yan. So, pag nakita niyo yung alliterate, ito, lagi din lumalabas to ha, ito sa Gen Ed. So, Peter, pickle, peppered, okay, P, 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 okay, yung ibig sabihin, repetition of initial consonant sound, meaning initial yun yung first. Okay, so that is alliteration. Okay, ito naman, yung consonants naman, kung kanina ay assonance is repetition of the vowels. Okay, ito naman yung consonants naman is repetition of the consonant. Okay, so the lumpy, bumpy road, Humpty Dumpty, o yung mga ganon. Alright? Alright, number 19. What concept refers to a brief retelling of main points? Okay, so again, number 19, what concept refers to a brief retelling of main points? Okay, so kahit ano pa yan, okay? Kahit pa sa research, yan, na nagagamit yung word na to, okay? It just means na i-retell mo lang yung main points doon, okay? Kukunin mo lang yung napaka-importanteng details, alright? Alright, perfect ka talaga. Okay, so the answer there is, yes, so the answer there is summary. Okay, good job. Alright, and number 20, which concept refers to replacing harsh words with milder expressions? Oh, for example, he was fired from his job. Ayan. So, pero gusto mo nga maging mild, okay? Para more on polite ka. So, pwede mo sabihin, he was let go from his job. Okay, yung mga ganon. Okay, for example, isa pa is, he died. Okay, pwede mo siyang gamitin ay, he passed away. Okay, yung mga ganon. Okay, understatement. Okay, pwede. Alright, good job. Ang galing talaga. Okay, so the answer there is, yes, good job. Okay, so the answer there is euphemism. Okay. Alright, that's euphemism. So, tingnan natin to ha. Ayan. So, there's euphemism, dysphemism, or orthophemism. Okay, so alim na natin ang euphemism, ano mo lang, ipa-mild mo. Okay, yan. Kasi it's either gusto mong, ayaw mo masaktan yung kausap mo, or sadyang polite ka. Okay, ito naman is dysphemism. Okay, ito naman yung kabaliktaran ng euphemism. Okay, so for example, sabi nga niya, ito, yung um, he passed away, yun ang euphemism. Pero pag dysphemism, sabi, he's 6 feet under the ground. Parang ganon, di ba? Yon. Okay, and of course, yung orthophonism, yun naman yung normal. Okay, direct, neutral, or and face-preserving term. Okay, for example, he died. Oh, parang ganun. Okay, so parang tama lang naman, hindi naman rude kung gamitin yon. Okay, parang neutral lang talaga siya. Okay? Aneurysm. Uy, wag naman. All right, okay. All right. So that is 20 points Gen Ed mga high yield. Okay? So thank you for joining Guro Grabe. So mag-message puntahan niyo po kung gusto niyo mag-daily Macboards. Tingnan niyo po yung naka-pin na QR code doon. Okay? And then you can join Team Kihano. And then you can also yung mga live ko dito is pinopost ko po sa ating YT channel. Okay? Ayan, so thank you and ano lang po kayo, baka sa live na sa Thursdays Prof Ed na po tayo, an intensive review for intensive discussion. So Prof Ed, so baka sa FB na tayo, okay? All right, okay. Thank you too and bye-bye. Bye-bye.